Hi guys, welcome into today's money making tips. So, have you ever wanted to get good information for your online business or your e-commerce business? So, in the last episode, I talked about using two methods to get almost any online courses that sell for thousands of dollars for free. And I'm going to continue on that theme today. We're going to look at a method where you can get many courses for free and instantly onto your computer. Courses that will cost you 500, 600, thousands of dollars. And we're going to just check it out in a bit more detail. And I'm going to give you, just for if you're a bit new to this area, I'm going to give you a bit more information on this. So the method I'm going to focus on today is actually called BizTorrents. So I'm going to do a quick review of this service, and I'm going to quickly show you how you can use it in case you don't have any knowledge of how to use torrents. Now, there's a ton of videos out there on BitTorrent, and it's a bit of a technical system. So check them out if you want to get more into depth about it. But in today's video, I'm going to show you specifically how to keep a good ratio. Now, this is really important when you're using BitTorrent, because to get some of these files I'm recommending to you guys, you need to use what's called a private tracker. Now, again, this is a big technical. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. I'm not going to explain it. But BizTorrents is a private tracker, and specifically, it's very tricky to keep ratio on these trackers. So let's have a quick look into it. I'm going to show you guys how I keep a good ratio. I'm going to quickly explain how I do that. So let's just jump right into it. So in the last video I showed you the BizTorrents website, and this is what it looks like. So you can see that basically, just to explain, why do you want to get involved in this? Because you can get all these guys for free, right? You've got gigabytes of great content here. Liz Herrera, Black Hat Email Marketing, Ben Adkins. You got Dragon Bite SEO. Guys, make no mistake about it, this is some really good content on this website. AWAI. Let's check out one, for example, here. This is called Derek Halperin, more clients every month. And on this program, for example, this program retails, I'm not sure exactly how much, but this is like a professional program. It's called More Clients Every Month by Derek Halperin. We can even check out the sales page. So basically, this is about managing low value product projects, getting higher value clients to your business. And in this particular program, it's like a series of bonus strategies and steps and things like that. And you've got here that the full price of the program is 12 monthly payments of $299. So obviously, if you're starting out, this is really expensive, $299 a month, 12 months. There's no doubt this is really good. More Clients Every Month Deluxe. And he gives you like a whole load of videos and things. Now, the point is, on this website, you can just download all this content without paying anything if you got an invite onto BizTorrents. So that's why I'm showing you guys this website, because like, it's a really good way if you're just getting started and you want to get access to these services. BizTorrents is a really good place to do it. So maybe I didn't explain that well in the beginning. Now, the point I'm trying to make here about private trackers, we just go back to the actual method of getting these amazing courses. The point I want to, in the last video I covered getting invites to this service, so if you missed that, go back and check it. The point is about private trackers is that they're actually very difficult to maintain ratio, right? Because the way these things work is when you download any of this content, and this is like these contents here, this is like 1439 gigabytes for each course you're downloading. That's a lot of data, And the way that most private trackers work, and this one does what as well, is that for every 1 GB you download, you have to upload 1 GB. Now, that sounds a bit crazy, but if you think about it more in detail, it's actually quite difficult because, you know, if you download 6 GB of this one course, you have to upload 6 GB of content as well. Now, that's where the technique I'm going to show you comes in. And on this website, on many of these websites, they have an area where you can actually make a donation. And because it's so difficult to maintain a 1-to-1 ratio, to maintain that 1-to-1 I was talking about, you can actually donate to the tracker and get more credits. So on this one, for example, you can get 150 credits, 90 GB credits, 60 GB credits. But the point is that that's obviously really, really quite expensive. So, you know, that's like 6 GB upgrade. That's like, so you're basically paying 15 euros on this website just for one 6 GB course. Yeah, so in a way, it's like when I first got involved with this website, I started using it. I realized my ratio was going below 1 because I was downloading so much stuff, and then I was like freaking out. If your account goes so low, the ratio, you get banned after a while. So I was freaking out. So that's how I spent a bit of time thinking how I was going to get a better ratio, and now I actually got an amazing ratio of 1.4 after doing all this amazing work. So the method I'm going to show you is just specific to BizTorrents, but it will probably work on many other sites as well. So what you need to do first of all is you need to go onto YouTube and look up a software called rTorrent. Alright, and I'll just spell it out for you here in case you rTorrent. Okay, so go on YouTube and just look this one up. Now I'm going to then show you, if you get familiar with that software, and it uses something called Linux, so it's a bit complicated. Again, like, you might have to do some more research. I'm just going to assume that you guys understand this. Excuse me, but you might have to do a bit more research on this. I'm going to go through super quickly today, okay? Now, what you need to do, guys, is understand that the way these sites work, not just this private tracker, but many other private trackers as well, is when these torrents get added to these sites, okay, there is like a mad rush, because what happens is one person uploads the torrent. So this guy, Akibob, I think this guy's the owner of the website, because he uploads literally all the content. So when this guy uploads a torrent, it says here that this one was done 4 hours ago, for example. There is like a mad rush to download it. Why is there a mad rush? Because the first person that gets the torrent, apart from the guy who initially uploaded it, then gets to send it out to all the other members of the website. So if you can be that first person to get it, then you are going to get ratio for sending it to all the other members of the website. So for this one, for example, this one we're looking at is like a 2 GB file, right? So imagine that the guy uploads this, and he says here he uploaded at 12:58 today. Okay, so he uploads it at 12:58. Then what happens is, let's say you're the first person who then downloads it from him. After that point, it says here that 13 other people also downloaded the torrent after that. So the file is 2 GBs. So he uploads the 2 GBs, you take the 2 GBs off him, and then you get to send that 2 GBs to all the other 13 people. Now, it's not exactly all of the 13 people, because there's a certain amount of files that go between the other members, but principally the first guy is the go-to guy for sending it out to all the other members. That's just how the system works. So you are basically getting 2 times 13 amount of ratio added to your account. all right, which my maths is not good, but that's 26 GB, right? So that's the power of being the first person to get on it. Now, as you can imagine, there is a massive rush for getting to be the first person. Now, what you can do then is you can just refresh, or you can go to the log and set up a software. And there are some softwares that do this, that will monitor web pages. I'm not going to explain what they are, but you can check them out if you just go to Google monitor web page for changes. Just Google that and you'll find out the softwares. Monitor the log. When a new torrent comes on, it will inform you. Then what you need to do is immediately get on and try and be like the first or the second person to download it. Okay, now that's the first strategy I'll give you guys. The second strategy is the more technical part. It is, you need to have a fast connection, right? You need to have a super fast connection, because the guy with the fastest connection, again, he is the one who's going to end up sending most of the files out to all of the members. So again, that's just how the system works. It will choose the person with the fastest connection. Now, if you use RTorrents, there's actually a way, a very, very sneaky technique that you can use. So now I'm going to get a bit technical, guys. So again, the first method I've given you, that is a good strategy that you can use without doing any of this. But if you want to get even more professional and faster and better in your strategy, you can also use what I'm going to describe right now, which is like an extra bonus you can use, right? So yeah, you need to figure out the guy who ups the torrent. So this guy, right? What you need to do is you need to get a ISP or a hosting service that is the same as the guy who's uploaded the file, who's sending the file out, who uploaded the file. The reason why, guys, is because if you can get the same service that he's using, then you're gonna be the fastest person to get the file, because it's not going through any other ISPs. It's just going direct from his server to your server in the same ISP. So it's the fastest way. So it's going to give you another advantage. You're going to get the file first. And not only that, but usually the guys who upload these torrents, they have super good ISPs anyway, because they run the site, so they have to have a good ISP. So again, you're going to almost solve two birds with one stone. But getting the same ISP as the guy who uploads all of the content is the second major method you can use to really get an advantage, which is allowing you to maintain your ratios. So now you might say, well, it's expensive to get a good ISP, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, but let's not forget, right, if we check out the donations, how expensive it is to make these donations on these sites, right? You can see like 150 GB, 100 euros. So that's a crazy amount, right? So now I can tell you, if you understand RTorrent and how it works, and I'm not going to go into that too much in this video, but you can use that to actually get a list of the different people who are sending you the file when you're downloading it. Now what I recommend you do is, once you've got that list, go to a website called IP location and actually look up that IP. Alright, and I got a couple I already put in here earlier, and just to show you how this works. So you can put in their IPs and it will just tell you that their ISP. Now this ISP Enforce happens to be the ISP of this guy, because I already looked him up earlier, right? So what you want to do in this situation is go on to Enforce. Now Enforce is a ISP that is very well known in the world of torrents, because they have an amazing peering system globally. They have, it's a really fast host, and frankly, I would recommend you guys, if you guys are thinking of getting into this and you seriously want to get really fast connections, honestly, I recommend you just get one of these guys. These got 40 euros a month for a dedicated server, and they even have lower budget options, 19. If you order any of these servers, you're gonna be the number one, the fastest person to get the file from the guy who uploads it, and you're gonna have no problem getting ratio. Yeah. The other ISP I recommend is LeaseWeb. Yeah. So these two, Enforce and LeaseWeb, they have amazing peering just across the globe. Yeah, they got amazing connections to USA, Asia, Europe, and they're also super cheap. Yeah, you can buy a lot of disk space with these guys for almost nothing. Yeah, so if you want to get seriously into torrenting, I do recommend you sign up with LeaseWeb as well, which either of these two. If you want to get LeaseWeb, get the Apache Cloud Stack, because that is the cheapest option. These guys, I'm not sure about the dedicated servers, but for example here, you can get started for just like 25 cents an hour. So again, you could just use it on demand when the torrents come out. I've never actually used that strategy, but you know, it's definitely one you can use for sure. So those are the strategies that allow me to get an amazing ratio on one of the #1 private trackers that there is out there. And just to remind you the benefits of being on this tracker, let me show you again all of these amazing torrents you can get. I'm gonna read them out in case you're just listening to this. Vadim Zealand, Tom Poland, Copywriting Course, Stefan James, Affiliate Marketing Mastery, Rico Davis, Monetize the System 2017, Marcia Wider, Online Dream Coach Certification, Liz Herrera, the Accelerator Program, Dragonbite SEO, Brian Kruzberger, Breakthrough Email, Brett McFall, Ad Camp, Brandon Dahm, Master Drip Email Marketing Course, Automation Course, Brandon Gale, The Blog Millionaire, Black Hat Email Marketing. So Ben Atkins, 1000 Lead Challenge, and Facebook Messenger Ads. Guys, these courses were all uploaded today on this website. So if you want to get a massive advantage in internet marketing, get on this website, alright? And follow these strategies that I'm giving you. I shouldn't really be giving you these strategies because these are, these are really killer strategies, to be honest with you. As mentioned in my other video, there's also other methods for getting this stuff if you're starting out. In any case, guys, I hope that's given you a little bit of a window into how you can get started on your internet marketing adventure. Don't forget to, in the next video I've got coming up, I'm going to go further into Shopify, dropshipping. I mentioned that's the future direction of this channel. So in any case, don't forget to give me some engagement, guys. Let me know what you think of the content today. Like it, subscribe to it, share it on your social medias. And once again, I'll see you in the next one.